Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sal speaking, and today I would like to talk about courtship in Sicily. This is gonna be a really interesting topic. I'm gonna put some music on. I am allowed to use this music, so just to build up the mood a little bit. So, salve! Hello working class hero, welcome to my channel. So here I am, talking about courtship in Sicily. Matt, hello, never seen you before on my channel, welcome, a special welcome to everybody. So back in the days, once upon a time, there was an island called Sicily. It was inhabited by people like me, Sicilian people. And as everybody, as the people from all over the world, people would fall in love and new families would start and romance was in the air. Love was in the air and was everywhere to be found. And if it wasn't for this love today, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here talking to you. You wouldn't be there listening to me from several parts of the world. You know, we don't know what happened, between our parents, between the people who fall in love and who fell in love, but something must happen between these people, and whatever it is, I believe it is a magic thing. So let's go back into talking about Sicily. I want you to imagine Sicily back in 1920s, maybe 1930s. My grandmother was born in 1912 or something, or 1915. I don't remember really, but she was quite old. I mean, she was born, I think she was born in 1921 or something. So maybe, 2 years after the First World War. And I've been thinking about this a lot. People have always fell in love, they never stopped loving, they never stopped believing in romance, they never stopped making children. And we should all be grateful for this amazing thing. We are here on earth because of our relatives, because of our ancestors have built a heritage for us. We are part of this heritage indeed. There's no excuse, We all belong to this amazing heritage. And we also inherited lots of things from our ancestors. Big Frog is saying, you can court me any day. Don't know. Don't think so, but yes. If you're a troll, this time, it's not gonna work. But anyways, so let's get back into business. So, courtship is something important, and in several different places of the world, it always happens in different ways, For example, back in 1920, 1930, and even in the 1940s and 1950s, people used to go to church every Sunday, and the Catholic Mass was in Latin actually. So the people would go there and they wouldn't understand a word of the things the priest was going to say. But they were still there, they were still faithful, they were still going there, having a good time and after church, even during church, they were like, exchanging looks. And the men were looking around, and they were seeing the women there, but they couldn't say a word to them. They couldn't even get near to them. They couldn't do anything. And then after the mass, they would stand, all of them outside, and the women would walk by them. They would look at the women, and they would smile maybe, and see if the woman would smile back. And they would try, and by little things, very little things, they would try to, build a relationship of some sort. And you must imagine for a moment, if you can, how beautiful this land is, the land of Sicily, with the smell of lemons, oranges, clean air, farming life, no technology. People used to have 2 pair of clothing, one dress for Sunday occasions, another one for daily labor. People didn't have much, but they were still happy with the little things they had. And also another cool thing, and this you can also see it in many movies about Sicily, about mafia as well, about lots of things. You can see that the men are always looking for the woman. Sometimes they even throw stones at the window, or they walk by like the windows, the woman's window, and they expect the girl to come out and to talk to her. And the way they used to talk, and that's also why Italians move their hands a lot and do things like, look, you're crazy, and all these gestures here, they were really important, because you couldn't scream, let's meet tomorrow at 7, but you could say, hey, tomorrow 7 here, okay? So they were speaking this way, they were talking that way, and that was fascinating to me. They were writing letters, they were romantic, they were asking for permission before dating the girl. They were going to the parents, especially the dad. That was the toughest thing to do in the world. They would talk to the dad and be like, hey, I really like your daughter, can I go out with her? And the dad would be like, yes, you can, or maybe you can't. That was a big problem, when they would get angry, and the girl was in love with you, but you couldn't do anything. You had to just wait, you had to be patient, you had to do something that you had to conquer the dad's favor, and that wasn't an easy task. And if the dad would have said yes, we in Italian we say he would have given you the candle, so meaning like there would have been a third person coming with you. So for example, if I was the man involved and I was trying to go out with a girl, the parents would be like, yeah, you can go out with my daughter, but you have to bring my other daughter with you, or my other son with you, whatever. So you wouldn't ever be left alone with the girl. And so you had to carry her brother or her sister around with you all the time until you would go back home. Of course, you had to keep some times, you didn't have absolute freedom to do whatever you liked, but yeah. Hello, KCK. Chaperone? What is that? Chaperone. Never heard of chaperone before. And this is fascinating. People were romantic. They were very respectful of women, and this is something I really like. The fact that person who goes to keep an eye on you. And they were, more respectful, as I was saying before. They were truly respecting women. They would give them like the lay form, like they would like use the respect form whenever they would speak to them, and that was romantic, And women were respectful of men too. And nowadays we see men that don't respect women and women that don't respect men. This is a matter of fact. And society is just coming to a point where things seems to break down a little bit. It seems like the whole system is changing. It's continually changing and evolving. And maybe it's not really evolving, it's just changing. And maybe it's not changing for the better. Maybe it's just changing for the bad. But in the midst of this tempest of opinions and confusion, we can still find the good things of life. And tonight I was talking to one of my friends and I was telling him, we're getting old here, I'm 32 and I'll be 33 in January. January 17th is my birthday, so be prepared. I am expecting to get a present from you, and the present, guess what's the present? Well, the present is you guys. The present is being here. The present is your support, and I am grateful for it, and I'm grateful for all those who believe in me, all those who are supporting me in this great cause, and especially also my patrons. I thank you guys. Thank you so much. I got some little requests from my patrons and I'm trying to do it. I've been really busy in these days and I promise you I'm not forgetting you. I'm just feeling really tired, but I can't let my channel down, not even for one day. I want to improve, as I said before, the quality of my live streamings. And this can happen only with your help and with your contribution, because alone I cannot do it. There is a device I want to buy and it's like around about $200. At the moment it's like so much money for me, I just can't afford it. But if you feel like, because it would be an amazing experience to have a live streaming with a better quality of video, and that would be also better for the future guys, for the guys who are watching my videos for the first time. I do apologize if the quality of this video is not perfect. By the way, you'll be able to see in a better way the full screen if you use your mobile phones. When you watch it from the computer, I don't think it's gonna be the best experience in the world. Guys, it's still going to work. It's going to work, and you're still going to be seeing me, so it's perfect. And so I've been thinking about love. I've been thinking about a special person I care about. And last night I got a chance to talk to her a little bit after like a month and a half I didn't hear from her. And I can't tell you how happy I am to hear from her. It's just a great thing. There's a lot of stuff to work on and things to hope for. But I don't want to give up on this good person, because she's just one of the best girls I ever met my whole life. And I feel like she could, be a good match for me. She would be a good person for me, somebody whom I can learn from. And I really get along with her. It's fantastic. When she was here, we were like getting along just fine. It was just, I've never had this perfect connection with somebody, and never in my whole life. And yeah, she's fantastic. And I wish all the men could say this about their wives and their girlfriends. All of you could, express those feelings to your women, to your girls, and even, even you girls who are watching me now, you should also say, you should tell your husbands that you love them, you care about them. You should try to, to make a little kind act for them. Maybe, you can polish their shoes, or you can write them a note, a thank you note. And just try to, I challenge you to start writing a journal where you can write about the good things of life. You can also write down things about your disappointments and challenges and difficulties and all these things. But I also challenge you to express your feelings to the people who surround you. Yesterday I had my second singing lesson. It was very good, and I sang The Scientist from the Coldplay. And afterwards there was a student there, and she was crying. She said, I was crying while you were singing. And I was like, wow. I was getting emotional, to be honest with you. I felt like to cry too, because when you touch the hearts of people with your music, with your performance, that's the best thing in the world. There's no money that can pay you for the work you do. There's no money that can pay me, that can make me feel better than when I do or say or sing or play something and people get emotional. People feel like crying for, out of joy, I hope. But this is what happened, and I was amazed. I was thrilled. I was surprised. I didn't expect it to be that way. But the very fact that this happened kind of makes me understand one great thing, is that we are under the same heaven, under the same stars, under the same moon, and under the same planets. We are in the universe, and there is love around us. And when people recognize this love, this can change everything. This will make a big difference in your lives. It is easy to dwell on the negative thoughts, on the negative imperfections of our friends and loved ones, but it is better to focus on the positive things, and these positive things will lead you into great things. Only if you give up on the negativeness that surrounds you. Just try to focus a little bit on the peaceful part of life. There's so much good out there. There's always a good reason to relax and to let things go for a moment. And when you do this, the whole world is smiling at you. You feel happy, you feel strong, you feel like fulfilled. And this really makes a huge difference, because the people who are around you will notice the way you are, the way you act, the way you speak, the way you reason. It's just easy for them to understand who you really are. And so nowadays, courtship has just got into crazy thing here, Men are expecting women to court them, to flirt with them. Men are expecting women to ask them to go on a date, and this is just crazy. I am an old man. I am old style. I don't like this stuff. I just like to be there, to do things for the woman I love, to show her and prove to her that she's everything for me. And this is what I want to do for the girl I care about. Because maybe I didn't act enough, maybe I didn't actually do something practical for her. But I didn't do it because I didn't want to be overbearing. I didn't want to push her. I just gave her time to think and ponder about what she wants to do, and maybe things will change, maybe not. For me, it's important to understand what's going on because I have no rush to move on to another story or whatever. Right now, my main focus is to make sure that she's happy. And if I could be an instrument only to make her happy, I will be just happy, and I will feel fulfilled. Because there's no reason to not love one another, Life is too short. Time is not ours. We don't know how long time we have left in this beautiful, amazing life. But we know that we are here. We are here for a purpose. We have a purpose in life. And I think one of the purposes of life is to be happy. To share this happiness with the people we love. And to help anybody who's around us. Let us not be selfish. Let's open our hearts and minds. And great things will come our way. Life is still challenging and it's very crazy at times. You can't plan on things too much. You can't decide if good things are going to happen or bad things are going to happen. But you can decide how you're going to react to circumstances. Circumstances cannot make you sad or happy. We need to find our own balance within ourselves. I call this balance God. You may call it spirit. You may call it the earth. You may call it a tree. I don't know. Whatever you call it. There's this balance. There's this great source of love. Love and music are the same thing. They don't belong to men. We belong to them when we love. But if we don't use our love, music and love itself disappears from our life. Love belongs to God, doesn't belong to man. And therefore, let us learn how to love. And I think the first step is to start loving ourselves. And as we do this, everything is going to be bright. Everything is going to be clear. Everything is going to make sense. I've been waiting a long time for a woman in my life. I've had a few stories and I think I found the right one. And when I thought I had found the right one, she just went home and it is what it is. But maybe not. She'll be back at some point. We'll be back together and we'll be happy forevermore. Today, many people are narrow-minded. They don't let you express your feelings. If you're romantic or something, they call you cheesy, they call you weird, I don't know. They just don't, trust in your feelings. And this is very sad, unfortunately, because this shouldn't happen, really. But it happens, actually. It happens. It is a true fact. This happens all the time. And it's just a shame. People are not available to meet with you. People are not available to talk about things. People just, I'm generalizing here, but I just can't generalize. But most people go out for drinks and they have a good time, but they don't really think about what's most important in life, which is family. Family is the most important thing, and I have a great desire to start my own family, and I'm waiting for the right one to come my way. Maybe she won't come my way in this life, maybe in the next life, but I have hope that this will happen, and I will do my very best to show my girl that I care about her and that I am here. Let us court each other, let us respect each other, let us love each other. Let us love one another. Don't go with the wind, the wind is gonna take you somewhere, but you're not gonna get to the right place if you follow the wind. Don't follow other people, don't copy other people. I don't think it was easier courting in the past, but I think it was courtship, it was hard work, but it was fantastic. Today it's just internet, and people don't talk to you on the streets, and people get, I don't know, I get weird looks sometimes when I walk around, and that's scary. People are scared, people are not, even here. And here people are very friendly, even more friendly than some parts of the States and other parts of Europe, for sure. Because in the south of Italy, people are very warm, very hospitable, very, generous and so forth. But still, I can see people are starting to get a little bit more scared about things, and this is crazy. I am not scared of love, I'm not scared of the future, and I have great desires and great goals. Whatever you do, think about what you do, and as I said before, write a note to the loved ones. Just don't let them go. You may regret it if you don't do it. You should do it. You should just go and write a thank you note. You should write a thank you note to the people who are close to you, people who you don't, thank, and I'm sure they will be happy to hear from you. Visit your grandmother, your grandfather, your cousin, visit a friend who's suffering, help somebody who's in need. Help me to improve, help me to become a better man, help me to continue on this path, this YouTube path, which is a really hard work and a long path. But it's fantastic. I love it. I love to be around you guys. I can't complain. Although sometimes videos get demonetized, and that's life. We have to get along with it. But look for the good things. The good things are around you. The good things can be found in good books, in good music, good people, good friends, good influences, and good people that can give you something to lean on, something you can learn from them. Look for mentors, look for people who can actually teach you something. KCK, thank you. She's saying, you are a good man. Don't worry about anything. You're doing great, and you're exactly where you're meant to be. I hope so, and I would love to have my family, my children, but this is not happening at the moment. Maybe in the future. And sometimes it's a heavy burden to bear, but I think it's meant to be this way at the moment. But yes, let's be happy, let's be cheerful. I'm sorry that I'm really tired. It's like 1:16 in the morning right now, and I need to get some sleep. Tomorrow, a long day awaits me, a long day of study. But Grant is saying, I think people are afraid if you pay a lot of attention to them, they don't seem to expect it. Technology seems to be a big distraction indeed. This is in my limited experience, though. Yeah, you're perfectly right. I think technology is not the best thing in the world. It can be great, though, because I met the girl I've been dating for the last month. I mean, we dated like 2 months ago now. It's been a while. I met her through the internet. Actually, she contacted me, and that was great. But yeah, being a genuine romantic is great. Saying being a genuine romantic is great. It's fake romance that spoils it for the rest of us. You're perfectly right. If you're doing the wrong things, if you don't mean what you do, what you say, what you are, then it's not gonna work. Only if you live the principle. For example, let's pretend I am a priest preaching to you something. Maybe I say to you, smile, and I'm not smiling, the preaching will be good for nothing, because the only thing that will work is that if you do it, if you smile and you have that experience, it's gonna make a lot of sense and people can tell that you're saying the truth. But if you say to somebody, don't drink Coke or don't do whatever you want to do, then I can tell you're preaching something, but you're not doing it. And that's a big deal. That's a big problem nowadays, People pretend to be what they are not. They teach you something they would like to be, but they are not what they would like to be. So, yeah, I really hate the fake romance too. TV and movies can really ruin it, and you get the wrong idea of how things work in real life. This is what Gramsci is saying. Yeah. Also, if we lean on movies, if we trust movies, if we think that, the Hollywood's life is gonna, happen in our lives, I don't think it's right. I think it's wrong. Pardon me. Wow, this is tiring, but yeah, it's been fantastic talking to you guys. I am doing the daily upload right now, and streamings are a great thing because I love to be with you, to talk to you, to hear your thoughts, and I think this community gets together and it's getting stronger and stronger, and this is fantastic. Also, to all those who are gonna watch this video later, I want you to know, guys, that I care about you too, and I'm sorry that I can't advise you beforehand, but you must know that there is and there will be a daily video. So you just make sure you clicked on the bell from my channel, and the bell is kind of ringing in a way, and so in this way, pardon me, wow, in this way, when I'll be on, you'll be able to see me, and this is gonna be fantastic. Also, I'm planning to make other videos, believe me. But I'm 77th NYSB. Are you from New York? I think I talked to you before. It's a big deal. I had 2 American girlfriends before, and they're different. Oh, you're from Utah. Yeah, I lived in Utah. I was in Provo for 3 months last year, actually, round about this time. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I actually was there. I left round about the end of September last year, and I was in Utah, and Utah is a fantastic place. Oh, Kenneth. Yeah, Kenneth. Sorry, I didn't recognize you, man. Sorry, pardon me. Forgive me for that. It's late, and I'm sorry, Ken. Well, Ken, I think it's a big deal because I can talk about my Utah's experience. My Utah experience. I cannot talk about. Although one of the girls I dated, she wasn't born in Utah, although she lived a little bit in Utah, and she was half American and half Italian, so there was a little bit of that. And so I think she was more into the Italian culture anyways. But the other one, she's from Louisiana, and I think she got scared because I wanted to move in the States, and I wanted to be with her, and she was afraid, and she never talked to me. I don't know why she disappeared, but now we're still friends, and she's married. She's got 2 children, and that's fantastic. I'm happy for her, but I don't know why things never worked out for me. But American girls are definitely different and are afraid to date Italian men. This is for sure. I mean, I can tell this being sure about what I'm saying. I just need to grab some water because I don't know. My throat is like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to talk, but I want to talk to you guys. And yeah, this is a really good question. And yeah, American girls are interesting, but the culture is just interesting too, and it's different than our culture. So either we compromise on something, or this thing is never going to work, because I'm Italian, I'm Sicilian, and we're different, and you guys are different too. Oh, this is so good. Fantastic. Wow, I needed it. Yeah, so I could talk forever about my Utah experience, and unfortunately, I must say that there's a big, huge difference between Provo, Utah, and Salt Lake City, Utah. In Salt Lake City, people seems to be a little bit more normal, but in Provo, people are a little bit more narrow-minded. So it's okay. I wanna explain this. I'm happy to talk about my American experience, and I love the States, and I love American people. So if I say something, but probably indeed it's weird also because of the church being there, the LDS church being there, and people are very strict, very narrow-minded, and I would say that most of them are that way. In Salt Lake City, I can see a little bit of difference. For example, I remember I went to see a game from the University of Utah, the university you belong to, Ken. And I was, watching this football match. And it was my very first time watching an American football match. I was very excited. I was with one of my friends who attends this same university as well. And all of a sudden, there was a guy swearing and saying like something, and I was like, I'm not, I don't swear, I don't say bad words, and sometimes I say it when I get angry or something happens, but usually I don't tend to say bad words and blah blah blah. But when this guy said that swearing word, I was like, whoa, we are in a real world now. This is not just a fake world like a holy land or whatever. People are just normal. Actually, I want to show you something, and I have it here. I don't know why, but look at this. I was there. I want to show you something cool. I think Ken is gonna like it. He's gonna like it a lot. Look at this. See? Been there, done that. That was a great game, although I think we you lost this game. The Moose, yeah. I think you lost this game with Oregon, but that was a great game. That was a crazy game though. I think that was in November last year, November 19th. That's cool stuff. Grand City said, I think they should change soccer to football to handball, and handball to soccer. Wow, that's a big change. So yeah, I mean the life in Utah is different than any other state in the world. Although I would say that America looks to me pretty much, more or less the same. No offense to, any of the states, but, there are different states, different people, of course, and different, but the capitalism is very strong, and I can really feel it, so. Oh, the names. Grancy is saying he wants to change the names because they match in a better way. Okay, interesting. So, Italian girls are not my cup of tea. I like foreigners, and yeah, I don't mind to be with a girl who's not from Italy. Actually, I think it's important to be open-minded. So I'm really open-minded. In fact, the girl I dated, she's from France, and she's amazing. She speaks Italian perfectly. She's just like really talented, and I am proud of her. But yeah, I mean, somebody asked me what did I think about? Okay, is there a difference between North Italian girls and yeah, North Italian girls and Southern Italian girls? Yes, the girls from the north are more available. Let's put it this way, but very cold at the same time. The girls from the south are less available, less open, and hard to get, and more friendly though than the girls from the north. I remember being in Milan and asking for information, and the guys never stopped. You know, they just kept on walking. If you go around Palermo City here and you ask for information to somebody, they're gonna walk with you. They're gonna take you to the place. So it's a different mindset, different culture, different place. In fact, between marrying a woman from North Italy or marrying a French girl, to me, it wouldn't make any difference because, you know, being from the south, I mean, from south, and between south and north, there's a huge difference in culture, and also because we speak different type of dialects. So I think that yeah, there's a huge big difference. So I don't particularly like the idea of dating a girl from Italy. I'd rather stick with my. I mean, I wish it was mine, but I would stick with my French girl instead because she's fantastic. She speaks English, she speaks Italian, she speaks French. She's just so cute, and she's good as a person as well. Alexandru, hello. He say I personally like Sicilian and Roman dialect, meaning the dialect from Rome city, from the capital. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, dialects are cool, but you know they're not very polite. So if you speak dialect, you're not very polite. Although there's a lot of history behind it, and there are cool words in dialects, and it's a fun language to talk, you know, to speak, and people still speak it today, and we tend to speak when we make jokes, when we say funny things, we tend to, you know, just say few words in Sicilian. My parents, for example, they speak Sicilian dialect all the time, and they put some Italian words here and there, and it depends who they're talking to. They would either talk all Sicilian or they would speak Italian. Of course, they can speak Italian as well, but I think their Sicilian is way better. I think their dialect is way better than their Italian in a way. But yeah, I mean, people still speak it. I was, you know, I couldn't speak it because my parents didn't allow me to speak Sicilian dialect when I was a child. But although that was, you know, the case, I still learned it because I heard people speaking, so I can speak dialect too. I can perfectly speak it, understand it, and everything. So wow, freaking late. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna leave you now, and I hope I gave you some good tips. I gave you some good challenges and invites to be kind, to show the people who you love that you love them and care about them, because this is what we need to do. We need to, you know, show love to all the people who surround us. And thank you to all you guys. Thank you for everything you do, from the patrons, from every subscribers. Ken, He's going to send me. Actually, he sent me already, but I didn't get it yet. I'll let you know whenever I get it. He sent me a hat from his university, University of Utah. I think he sent me also a pair of shorts. And thank you for this. This is a great act of kindness and generosity as well. Also, I'm gonna be getting some stuff from Seeker as well. She is so sweet. And I was going to get a computer, but this guy, I don't remember who promised me the computer, but I never got an email, so it's fine, who cares. But thank you so much for all the things you're doing, for the small things, for your, smiles, for... Yeah, I'll have to, yeah. Francie said like he just made it on time, just to see a little bit of the video, although it didn't come all the way from the very beginning. But yeah, you guys, I mean, you have the opportunity to watch the video from the beginning, and I mean, that would be fun if you can still watch it, and you can help me grow as a channel, because I still need to grow. Some people left, I think 10 people left my channel. That's crazy. I'm so sorry about this. Sometimes the YouTube system kind of takes away the subscribers from you. Sometimes people get tired and just they leave the channel. But the channel is somewhat growing. Hopefully it will keep on growing and people will join more, and spread the word with your friends. And if they want to know a crazy Italian guy speaking English and acting stupid like the ASMR video, just feel free to talk to your friends and dear ones about me. Don't forget about my promise about Patreon. If and only if I will reach around about $1,500, which is a lot, I understand. I promise you that I will buy a ticket to 2 of you twice a year. You'll have the chance to get to Italy for free, totally for free. So this is something that wants to invite you to help, to donate, if you may, if you can, if you feel like it. But this is a real promise, and I will keep my promises, because my channel is not about me. It's not about me getting rich or whatever. My channel is about you. It's about us. It's about a community of people getting together and working together. I'm losing my voice. But I hope you like this idea. I love this idea. I think it's a fantastic idea to give the chance to work on projects together. And I would be more than happy to finance some of your little projects in the future, because I don't want to be selfish, and I am not a celebrity after all. I'm just a normal guy who is so lucky to have you here. So guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Mwah. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you, and we'll see you soon. And remember, if you feel sad, you better call Sal. Good night.